Iconic animes are known for being iconic because of the immense influence that it has in the anime world globally. So, for example, Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, it's known as the Big Three because how huge their presence was to the anime industry globally. It pioneered the shonen genre. Sailor Moon popularized the Mahou Shoujo genre. Arguably, Sword Art Online popularized the isekai genre as a whole. Whether you like these animes or not, it is an undeniable fact that they leave a huge impact on a lot of people, not just in the Japanese anime industry, but it affects globally. Then the question becomes, how are these iconic anime is related to Tower of God? So Tower of God, one of the new anime this season actually, it might be iconic depending on its success. But why do I want to talk about it? You see, Tower of God is different from most animes that we usually consume because most animes that exist that pioneered the particular genre has a source material. For example, Naruto's source material is from a manga. Sword Art Online is based on a light novel. It's a normal trend in the anime industry where they adapt animes using a specific source material. So how is Tower of God is different? Tower of God is definitely not the first, but it's going to be one of the biggest anime that the source material is from a manhwa, a webtoon comics. So in other words, manhwa is a South Korean comic book. Tower of God is not the first manhwa to be adapted into an anime. One of the earliest, as far as I know, is known as The Blade of Phantom Master. But Tower of God is going to be the first where two huge companies are actually working together to produce this anime, Crunchyroll and Webtoon Comics. The reason why it's a really big deal for people because it might send a new trend for people to watch animes based on this specific source material. Depending on the success of Tower of God, you will going to see a new breath of fresh air of animes coming from manhwas. And they're not stopping from just Tower of God, but Crunchyroll is also producing The God of High School and one of the most famous manhwa, Noblesse, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's basically a vampire manhwa. Do I recommend you to watch Tower of God? Yes. In terms of story, it gives off a huge mysterious vibe because you are in this, the main characters is inside this weird tower where a lot of people are climbing it to the top. And you see this character as a typical hidden OP. He is pretty overpowered, but he doesn't know that he's overpowered yet. And what I like about this anime is the dynamic between these two male main character and female heroine. There isn't a specific heroine, but his interest, not even romantic interest, the girl that he likes in this anime does not have like a typical romantic relationship like you would think they would have. A lot of people are hyping Tower of God because of this, and in the future, in next 2, 3 or maybe 5 years, when you see a lot of animes coming from manhwa, you would be thinking it was because of Tower of God that started this trend. In conclusion, I think that a lot of iconic animes are iconic because they're super great and they manage to influence a lot of people. If you want to be part of history, you should definitely give Tower of God a try. It's a really good story.